You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Arizona Cardinals. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready up. 6-6. Pull it hard.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Let's go. Snap.
On 1st and 10, McClain. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. The numbers for him from a week ago: 14 carries, 58 yards.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
To throw on 2nd down. McClain. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
90 Wolf.
Pick your game up. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
To throw on 3rd down. McClain. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
Just 4 weeks left in the regular season, and he has to be firmly in the driver's seat for the MVP award.
Yeah, as the month of December wears on, we'll see how this all shakes out, and the debate will certainly heat up. But he's done everything they've asked of him.
Wouldn't you love to be in his head right now, though, to see what he's thinking, how much this is affecting him? Is he thinking about it at all? Are his teammates talking to him about it? He's dealing with a little bit of pressure, though, even though he's right now the number 1 guy.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Wide open receiver, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Murray now on 1st down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
On the run, it's Barkley.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. And finally, down he goes goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
70, Indy. 5.
On 3rd down, McClain. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. That catch in his career is number 662, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Ozzie Newsome.
Yeah, who was a wide receiver at Alabama before he transitioned in the NFL. And we're seeing similar attributes here because the ability to play inside, outside, flex out, he can catch it from any position and turn it into a big play.
Now he's got his eyes on 700. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
General West.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Ravens.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McClain. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Run coverage excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus, tackling the runner for a loss?
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, McClain. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And Gay knocks this one through, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And an update now from up in Seattle. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Shouting through the defense. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further down.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. On first down, McClain. And finding the tight end, Hooper. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, McClain. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McClain. Now they go screen. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Cut in. 61. Matchbox lights.
Watch QB drop.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Gay's kick is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Come on, QB, come on.
Murray with a 3rd and long. He gets it to Brown, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 84 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion. to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Ready? Now.
Operating from the gun, McClain. He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. To throw on 2nd down, McClain. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. A 3rd field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, McClain. This is caught, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Let's go.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Barkley. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Running left, it's Barkley. Stiff-armed him. Pushing through the contact. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Murray and company going for it on 4th. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Christian Kirk and company heading back onto the field, creeping up on 1,000. Could get there on this drive, so a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback over in his area. Now instead of blitzing your linebacker, drop him into coverage. Instead of the safety dropping into regular coverage, that safety moves into that area to try and discourage a quarterback from going to him. That means everyone else, win your routes. You got an opportunity to catch passes now, too.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. McClain has got Hooper on the short connection. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics. We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Come. Now.
And a give this time to the tailback. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. McClain. And it's caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you always want to keep that up.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his left. He's got his man on the crossing route. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They go play action here on first down. This will be caught by Brown. 25 yards that time.
Let go.
Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. And worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes two to tango.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with third and just a yard. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Saquon Barkley, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back to throw. McClain is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard. Going to throw right side here, complete.
Gator.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing on first down. McClain. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. In for the score as his guys are able to regain the lead. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Murray now on first down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Here's the 2nd and 7. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, McClain. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
24 is the mark.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. On the move to his left. And he finds a man with a crossing route. 22 yards there, a 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. They'll roll him out right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates. Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Now here we go on 4th down with Murray. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. The Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that?
Let's just say that with that call,
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, being on second half no matter what. Well, his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the Field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw, it's Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. B.J. Hill able to record his 5th sack of the season. They do go for it. It's Murray. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. McClain. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go!
The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it. It's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. A very solid gain of 27. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will shave 1 more off this lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. That's fielded in the end zone, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. being able to string together these drives that end up in points. It's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on the 9 over there. You're on the 9.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McClain, he's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. From the gun on 3rd down. McClain. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers. And set.
That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the 3rd, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Here's Murray. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And now here's a deep shot that's complete and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McClain. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Now they'll run on the draw.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 70th catch for him on the year. Like so many others, this goes for a first down. On 1st and 10, McClain. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And these numbers on our monitor are getting hard to believe. He's closing in now right on the doorstep of 500 yards passing.
I'm glad that you watched the monitor and said it first, because I had trouble absorbing that. That's big time right there, right? That means everything just about has gone right for them and his squad in this game. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where that came from.
To throw on 2nd down. McClain to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk there to make the grab. And the Cardinals push further out in front. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at that time, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Out to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. Back to throw. Cameron. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 79 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Christian Kirk and company heading back onto the field. Well, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception, but not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Second down and inches. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one a first down pickup of 8.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And they give this time to the tailback. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. McClain. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. From the gun on 3rd down. McClain. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now here come the Ravens. Murray now on first down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Byron Murphy, the first pick of the 2nd round there defensively. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Out of the gun, here's Murray.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in? And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Kyler Murray taking it in. And the Ravens cut into that lead. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. Takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Now Murray, and he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Christian Kirk and company heading back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Off play action. McLean. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
53 is the mic. Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McLean. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, McLean. And finding the tight end Hooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Their confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. 23 yards on the play.
59 mark. Check. 59.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
Pick 6, baby. Let's get this all set.
And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah,
then with the Eagles.
That's right. He's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. It's got Hooper on the short connection. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
On first down, McClain. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Dobbins. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's good for a gain of 7, but still a few inches short here with 4th down coming up.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
And Gay knocks this one through. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Got a man. It's Brown. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Murray now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He was trying to go back to Hollywood there. 3rd down here. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 29 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone.